Yep.
What if you start with the evil ending and then go good in this game? Would it change things?
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, there are actually bump that volume down a little bit. All right. All right. Yeah, there are actually 9 different variations of everything that can happen in this game.
See. So
Yeah.
does your wife forgive you if you for murdering the shit out of her if you can become a good guy?
No, not really. I
That'd be great. She's just like, oh, I'm okay with it now. You were so nice to that prison god.
Yeah.
I turned over a new leaf. It just took the apocalypse to get me to do it.
Yeah, I kind of forget what all the endings are in this game, honestly. Like I know the actual evil ending is you just you and Blackmore basically just become one and Fuse become like the worst person possible.
Fusion, ha! And the good one is you and your wife fuse. I know because I got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you actually want to see everything, and this is actually the reason why I never actually LP'd this game. If you actually want to see everything, you have to play this game nine. You have to play this game 9.5 times.
To be fair, you're pretty close to it now.
I mean, I played this game way more than 9.5 times. Let's be real.
Okay. Okay. Just get that swizzle stick, whatever it's called.
I don't remember how to do that.
Just flush the toilet a lot. I remember that.
Yeah, you have to flush the toilet, turn off the
Turn
lights,
off the
and
lights. Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember the order you have to do it, and I've been too lazy to look it up.
I tried it once, but I think the magazine printed the wrong instructions because it didn't work.
Hmm.
And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean the problem is that you have to go through like a good chunk of gameplay before you even get to the swizzle stick to know if it worked.
Mhm.
So if you fuck up one of the steps, then you just wasted all that time.
It's toilet time. See what the new games on Steam are today. And how many of them are porn.
I mean, a good chunk of the new release games are always porn.
Night Stroll. That's porn. Let's see. Everything else seems to be legit, not porn. That's good.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, Best Elf. There we go. So Night Stroll and Best Elf.
Yeah. So there's a game I'm actually looking forward to coming out next week.
Is it Best Elf?
It's not Best Elf.
Okay. Because that's already out. What game is it that you're looking forward to?
It's called Death Must Die. It's sort of a Vampire Survivors like, but it's really good.
Ah,
I
cool.
I played the demo of it for like 10 hours. It's a very very fun game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so that comes out next week, on Tuesday, I think. So I'm
On
looking for.
Tuesday.
Okay, there's no way he knocked me down. That's fine.
I sliced her top to bottom, so's to see her inner self. Remember, blood's the best lubricant.
Playing more Mega Man X Dive and modding it.
Yeah.
Game has 3 to 4 years of content, so my cup runneth over.
Hmm. 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, because it was a gotcha game before it, became a regular game. So it was games as a service. They added content for three or 4 years. So there's a fuck ton of levels.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Seems like if you remove all the gotcha stuff, though, you wouldn't have, as much content.
They did not remove the gotcha stuff. They made it so you don't have to pay for it.
Did they make it not grindy?
You can grind easily, or you can, of course, you could cheat.
Hmm.
So
I
like
guess.
they
Yeah.
just spam currency at you all the time. So
Right.
and everything's just regular currency. There's like 3 different types of currency. There's event tickets, which you can only do later, and that's all the event stuff that they had. Um, the seasonal events and stuff like that. So like you can get summer versions of characters. Blah blah blah. They're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's medals, which were the paid currency, but now you can just get those all the time. And then there's regular money in the game where you can buy 90% of the content in the game. And they don't they limit you on what you can buy, but the thing is they let you buy like some overpowered stuff from the very beginning. So if you want, you can just slam the game. It depends. Like you can choose how you want to play the game. Like, do you want an overpowered weapon or a regular weapon?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to just run through the games with no game with nothing, go for it. I like that. I like being able to customize, like choose what I'm doing. Like I can play as Mega Man, who kind of sucks, or I could play as original character Do Not Steal, character that they had made for the game, and he just destroys everything. I kind of like that. Like, say, like, if I want to just grind for materials, I can play the overpowered character and just,
Mm-hmm.
turn off my brain.
Right.
There's a mod that makes the grind 100x, but like you get 100x of what you would get from grinding.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind the grind. It's fun.
Is like when did this game come out?
Came out in 2020, and uh, it ended service everywhere but America a few months ago. In America, they just kept the service going, even though there's an offline version that has all the content.
Hmm.
Which is nice, whatever.
Sure.
But like, the game isn't exactly like on par with a Mega Man game, but it's like bite-sized levels that you can just play and be like, it would be great if they made a like Switch version of it because portable.
Mm-hmm.
Just like do these little levels in that. I'm not expecting a full-on Mega Man game from a gacha game, but like what it is. I like the fan service because like any crossover game you get is usually just to be like haha this fan service.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like those Dynasty Warriors crossover games that have like Ryu Hayabusa with Ninja Gaiden. It's like, oh,
Right.
what the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah.
It's also fun to see how they interact with like characters that they're not supposed to, and even if it's basically fan fiction, it's silly. I do love Frank West in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. He's just like this random dude that like smashes zombies, with all the superheroes and stuff. And it's like, oh.
Hmm.
It's hard to go back to you, I know, but you
Hello.
Like
How is that bug?
remember this place?
hello.
We are shooting stuff. How are you doing?
Are you still shooting metaphors?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm good. I just rewatched Knives Out for the umpteenth time.
It's a good
Girl, my
movie.
mom is rewatching Poirot.
I mean, earlier today we also started Death on the Nile,
Because of
Nice.
the 2003 version with David Suchet.
the place. If you
Nah.
don't remember what happened,
My
Currently,
mother is.
victim just got shot in the head, man got shot in the leg.
I got this letter.
How?
Whomst did it? I actually don't know. Please don't spoil.
I don't know either, so I can't
Please do
spoil.
not spoil this 80-year-old book.
I don't know, so I can't spoil. I can guess. The butler there.
Butler usually did it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the butler did it.
Yeah.
Isn't it rad though that like Agatha Christie wrote dozens of books and people like myself are still saying like, please don't spoil this book. Like everyone, you can spoil so much, right? Like you could say Lord of the Rings, they get the ring into the volcano, it's fine, everything's
Well, I
fine.
mean, that's kind of a given with the story they're telling. Like with a mystery story, the story is the mystery, you know. So of course you
Yeah,
don't
if
want to
you
spoil
ruin the
that.
mystery, then it's like, eh. But
I
yeah, my
just
mom started
love
watching
murder mystery.
Koiro again.
Ooh, nice gun. Oh, and a second gun. It's
A
not just
second,
one gun.
it's my birthday.
Gun
It's my
2.
birthday.
It's the sequel to Gun. Another gun.
God, I wish they'd make a sequel to Gun. That game was
Screw you were going to say
that
that.
game was rad as hell.
Screw realistic horse nuts. We want gun back.
Seriously, no one asked for realistic horse nuts. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know. There was a modder for Skyrim that modded in realistic horse nuts, and he asked for it. So maybe there's more horse nuts enthusiasts.
There doesn't need to be though.
No, there doesn't need to be, but I'm just saying there is. I do remember my friend going, when playing, seeing as I work on a farm, playing Red Dead Redemption 1 was kind of weird because, those things stick out. But playing Red Dead 2, it's like I'm back on the farm. And I'm like, okay. He said it was uncanny without the horse nuts, so. Bonk.
Is this specifically, explicitly an evil playthrough?
It's a speedrun, so yes.
Oh wait, seriously? A speedrun has to be evil?
It's just faster than being good.
That man was just running out. You didn't have to bash his brains in.
Well,
That's all
actually, so actually,
God damn
there's more incentive in the second game to be evil than there is in the first, because your attacks in the creature form upgrade, and
Oh yeah.
and if you get to the final level of either good or evil, then you get the Cataclysm attack, which can one-shot the final boss.
Oh, nifty. That's
Yeah.
nifty. Okay, take it back. Bash everyone's brain in. Shoot every single drug addict in a burning building you can see.
That's my plan.
Some people are bitching about how evil playthroughs aren't rewarding enough, and I'm just like, isn't like the fact you can be evil the reward? I don't know.
Sometimes. Like, I think a lot of times the evil playthrough is just, it's just kind of surface level dressing, you know?
I think the worst evil playthrough though was BioShock. They're like, oh, you get more
Oh,
for being evil, and then in the good version they just give you a care basket of everything you missed out plus
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's just like, oh, so there's literally no incentive to be evil.
Well, they didn't want good players to actually, make a tough choice and have to live with having less resources. That would be unfun.
The first BioShock, a lot of people are like, oh, it's the best one. It had so many flaws.
It
Like,
did.
the ending,
Yeah.
It is the
the
best
ending
one,
boss was so bad. The ending boss was so bad. Like, I just murdered him and he nothing.
though. It
And
is the best one though of the three.
I've heard 2 is actually better than people said it was in when it originally released. I gotta try it someday.
Playing it feels better, but it's.
I don't know. I hear a lot of good
say
things.
I only played that game once, and I've replayed BioShock 1 like 5 times at least.
I hear good things, so I must check. Meanwhile, everybody started liking BioShock Infinite, and then was like, "Wait a minute! Actually, it turns out I didn't like that."
I don't know why Bioshock Infinite is so, hated, honestly. It seemed fine to me. I mean,
It was beloved when it first released, and then everybody's like, "Actually, turns out I hated it."
I mean, it's not the best game I've ever played by a long shot, but I thought it was pretty fun.
It seemed fine.
It's
You know, the plot was kind of dumb, but I didn't expect Shakespeare.
I mean, it's a video game plot that happens to be, slightly better written than the average video game plot.
Da-da-da.
But that's really all you get.
Scruffo, the 40K games have the best plot.
Which ones specifically?
All of them, including the bad ones.
So my experience with 40K is limited exclusively to Space Marine, and I intend to keep it that way.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
The only real issue with 40K is parts of the fan base are literally the dumbest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Parts of the fan base, which is unfortunate. It is
And a
what it
lot
is.
of the fan base don't understand that, like, the Imperial Man are supposed to be, like, you know, not considered good. Like, they're supposed to be kind of bad guys, you know. Like, they're the best out of, like, the group, basically, if you don't count
Not
the Tau,
really,
which no one
no.
likes.
Yeah, no,
I
even
They're
you know, amongst their group, they're probably mid
I don't know,
tier.
Eldar are pretty assholes, you know.
They're all assholes.
Exactly. Like, only the Tau was introduced to be the good guys, and they had to add, like, they brainwash people so that they could be grimdark too.
Orcs are probably, even though they torture and murder other
They don't
alien
they don't
species,
understand pain actually affects people, unlike them. They have very low pain sensors, so they're like, oh, this is funny.
they are just mushrooms. Though.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
And they also reincarnate, so they don't understand that death is death for people.
it's yeah. 40K is a tough situation of every faction is profoundly evil.
But there's so many people that think that, like, Imperium Man are good guys, you know, like.
well, yeah. I mean, they're humans. I can relate to them.
But they don't understand the, like, nuances here.
I mean, yeah, not even nuances. We're just talking about people who see a bunch of Nazi-adjacent factions and go like, "Oh, wow, they look so cool."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Imperium of Man is bad.
Yes, it is very
Salamanders are
bad.
probably the only good faction of the humans. First off, they're barely humans.
What was the Space Marine chapter that is all good guys, but they get their asses kicked every time?
You're talking about the cursed one?
Lamenters. I think they're the Lamenters.
The cursed Space Marine chapter. Hold on.
I was thinking the Lamenters, I think, because basically they go in, they get their asses kicked, but win, and then, like, everything sucks.
Oh yeah, there's one faction that is literally cursed to basically go through the worst, just the worst experience, no matter what. But they're self-sacrificing and
And they're good guys because they actually weren't racist towards some other Space Marines, you know, that everybody else was racist towards.
I didn't know Space Marine was a race.
They're barely even human. Actually, they're not human anymore.
Anymore?
Yeah, they get like bioengineered so that, you know, they have things like venom sacs in their throats. They can breathe in space.
Gross.
They're literally encased in that armor. What they do for fun is they read codexes and
they're chonky too.
And they're chunky. They're also all British, which, you know, naturally evil.
Yeah.
As for Warhammer Fantasy, all the factions are evil, but more fun. A lot
I feel
more
like
fun.
they're more
and
evil
the
because
NCOMs only
life
have-
sucks.
Life sucks. The Skaven exists, so, you know, that's how you can have a good time.
Fucking Skaven, I hate them.
Why would you hate Skaven? First off,
because the first thing I played of Warhammer Fantasy was that Mordheim game, and the Skaven are bitches, and I hate them.
I mean, Skaven are a good time.
Blew up the moon.
Skaven are Warhammer Fantasy orcs, basically. But
even though there are orcs.
Even though there are orcs, I mean orcs with a K. 40K.
They're all orcs with a K.
They're just huge dorks. They hate each other more than they hate anyone else. The only reason they haven't taken over the planet is because they're fighting, amongst each other more than they are
But then
fighting
they
any
do.
other faction.
But then they do take over the planet, so...
Well, the
Well,
end
they don't
times
take it
happen.
over. They broke it.
They
They
did.
broke
They
the
didn't
planet.
break it. They certainly fucked the humans up, so that they lose everything. Canonically, the end times already happened. Thank God. There's no escape from that, and that's pretty rad.
They're slowly retconning the end times, or not retconning, but like,
Moving.
bullshitting around it.
Well, they're moving beyond it, which is fine. You can't have status quo forever.
I don't know, look at 40K.
I mean, 40K is 1984 space fascism. So yes, by narrative law, you cannot move away from that. Also, that poor man sitting down there get shot in the head. Jeez,
He deserved it.
he didn't do
deserved it.
nothing.
Nothing.
How many do you have to kill to max out your evil?
As many as are in my way.
He wasn't even in your way. He was sitting in the corner. They put baby in the corner, and you shot
Me
him.
in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. I like how Chitlin was like, I don't want to know anything else, and then we talked about lore.
Well, we're saving.
I mean-
from having to talk about. The
I mean,
beginning.
I've heard like other lore before, but it's like that's just the only thing I'm going to experience personally.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Space Marine 2, because more Space Marine.
I mean, I could talk about the Horus heresy for like 100 hours,
No.
but
Let's not.
there's enough books on that.
What did you say your name?
The current canon of 40K is this horrible thing that happened thousands of years ago or something, and is still basically the status quo.
I did learn that in 40K's first edition, Space Marines would initiate each other by making each other eat shit.
The
Like,
80s
that was
were
in
a
the fir-
different time.
Yeah, it was the first edition. So
Please,
But yeah,
Can
does
these
there-
enemies stop pelting you to the ground? Jesus Christ.
yeah, the Triggermen suck. I hate them.
Triggerman.
Metaphor.
It's all
Cryptic metaphor.
yeah. It's gun violence that keeps you down. That's what the metaphor is.
All metaphor all the way down.
The man. Well, it's not really the man, it's more the monster, but still.
Can we get through there? Here we go.
You know, they say you save somebody, you responsible.
I'm kind of sad that one game, the one where you're in the hive, the first person shooter, ended up like shit. The one with Doggo.
Oh, Necromunda.
Yeah, Necromunda looked like it could have been good. But I saw some gameplay and I, listened to some reviews and they made good points on why it's not good. So
Hmm.
I'm not gonna waste my money. You know?
I would say it is good if you are used to I Divine Cybermancy jank.
I want to play I Demand Cybermancy with a friend, but every friend I've played with has bounced off of it as if it was a trampoline.
You gotta play it yourself. That's all I gotta say.
No, it's co-op. You can do co-op.
I
not the-
I have it. I can play.
You want to play the confusing
No,
game?
you will hate it. You will hate
Oh,
it
yes.
more than most games.
Yes.
It is not a fun experience.
I thought it was fun. It's jank as hell.
Now that that's out of the way, on to the other half of your problems. Listen and learn, talk.
Also, I need to download the retranslation patch because it was poorly translated and also basically gibberish. So if it's poorly
Right.
translated gibberish,
Hmm.
Because it's a French game.
yes. They went on to make another game, didn't they?
Yeah, Space
yeah,
Hulk.
Space Hulk.
Yeah, Space Hulk.
And Necromunda.
Space Hulk was really good artistically. It was okay otherwise.
I mean, all they wanted to do was make 40K games. And technically they did
40K.
with I Define Cybermancy.
Yeah, I mean,
They made 40K Deus Ex. That's what they made.
I like it.
oh god, I'm so confused.
My favorite memory of that game though is where I took care of the talking, and I'd always end up pissing the person off and shooting them. And he goes, "Why are you killing them all the time?" I'm like, "They're assholes." And he goes, "That's it." My friend goes, "That's it. Okay, I'm going to talk to the next one." And he talks for a little bit, and he's just silent, and then shoots the guy in the face. Okay, I get it. Every quest giver is an asshole.
That's a lot of torques.
Yeah. The more the merrier, I say.
Metaphor. The more the metaphor.
Yeah, my white whale is Idamine, Cybermancy co-op. What else? There's like a few other games that I wanted to co-op, but we didn't get to. Oh, I wanted to finish EDF, Earth Defense Force. Well, Scruffle, was it you who was scared of spiders and played that anyway?
Yes.
Poor baby.
What happened in here got
that game was spider heaven. Oh. And what else was it? There was another game I wanted to play, but we just didn't play. I love EDF. They're coming out with another one soon. You hop over that, man.
Always.
Leapfrog.
So,
I should play the I should play the EDF spin-off for Wii that is basically Ragnarok happens and you have to kill the monsters.
like the actual Ragnarok?
Yeah, like you're this Norse character or something like that, and like a god character, and you have to like kill monsters coming out of Ragnarok. It's really interesting. It got translated, so. You play anything new, Scruffo? Oh, also, Rogue Trader. Does that look good, Scruffo?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sad now. Yeah, it's co-op, so.
It's an RPG with co-op.
Yes, those are fun.
RPGs.
Ugh.
Those have like stats and mechanics I'd have to learn.
And talking.
Ew, gross.
Ugh.
I can't wait until several chapters later when I get to shoot you, Miles.
Rude.
He knows what he did.
He knows what he did. You know, I was talking with some other friends, and I was like, you know, I've only played 2 Pokemon games, yet they're still a fucking, like, huge part of my life because they're everywhere. Oh wait, 3 Pokemon games. I played Pokemon Snap. But, like, I have not played a Pokemon game since, like, Gold, and they're still there in my life. Like, they exist.
I mean, I haven't played a Silent Hill game since Homecoming, but I still follow the series.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't like cross over into like 5 out of 10 games that you're you know playing.
I think it's very funny that you say you don't follow the series of Silent Hill. It's like, well, it's not that hard. They don't really make that many.
I mean,
Right now they're
yeah.
making 4. They're
Yeah.
making 4. They're all probably going to be bad.
I don't know,
Wait, they're
people.
making 4?
Yeah.
They're making
The Silent Hill 2
Ascension.
remake.
Yeah, by Bloober Team.
Yeah, no thanks. Ew.
Okay, and
Ascension, which is
I don't know. And
don't
then
worry about it.
they're making one more, and then I think they have like plans for another one.
Okay, so basically just 2 right now.
There was like they released something that was like Silent Hill but in feudal Japan or something like that. I remember people were excited
Weird.
for that based solely on the writer for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know. Where's all the dudes?
But yeah, I'm not excited for Bloober Team Silent Hill 2. So
I mean, the question is, are they going to like remake Silent Hill 2 or are they going to Bloober team it up?
They're gonna
no,
flip the king of absolutely.
are they gonna Bloober it?
I mean, congrats to them for, landing
Yeah, I mean, they've done well for
landing it.
themselves.
Yeah, like I don't like the work they put out, but I won't begrudge
No.
them for getting the work.
And the message
That's good
behind their
work.
work is pretty bad too. Like, I don't know. That Blair Witch Project game is bad.
I heard that one was fine.
The good ending is you kill yourself so you don't kill other people because you're insane.
Hmm, fun.
Yeah, that seems like the least worst of all the Bloober endings.
The bad ending is you hide in a forest and don't kill people. That's the bad ending.
But you could always kill people.
Yeah,
But you don't.
what if someone came to the forest and you have to kill them?
Yeah, what if someone did another fucking another Blair Witch. Jeez. Blair Witch 2 they made a bunch of those movies, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they made Blair
Oh,
Witch and Blair Witch
Nope.
2 was bad, so they didn't make any more movies, I don't think.
I mean,
They made tie-in products.
yeah. They had like a sort of reboot thing come out a few years ago.
Ah. I feel like Blair Witch isn't that great of a property though, because like, what can you do with it?
It was kind of entirely driven by the marketing, honestly.
Yes, exactly. Like, you can't really do anything else with it. I guess you could, do another found footage movie, but then people don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's hardly novel at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Every last one of them.
Well, they're doing a live-action Zelda movie.
That makes sense given the success of Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
Well, why
money.
live action? Why live action?
Easy money.
It would probably be cheaper to not go live action, honestly.
Probably not actually.
I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna have Link talk or not. I mean, it would be kind of weird if they don't.
Yeah, they're gonna cue in Chris Pratt to voice Link for some reason over the live action, acting.
Wonder who they're gonna get to play Link. It'd be great if they get a girl to play Link and just like have her cross dress. That would be
What about
perfect.
Timothy Chalamet?
He'd
I
probably
have
do
no
it.
idea.
Fresh
better
from
give-
Dune.
They better give him like wonderful tights, like unlike the later Links. Just put tights on him.
Mm. Well, in the manual of Link to the Past, he didn't have tights.
I'm more thinking about Ocarina of Time and
Yeah, but Yeah, that game sucks though.
You would have to if you do decide to live action Zelda,
Uh-huh.
you would have to adapt, the tunic into something an actual human being could
Right.
wear, and there's not
Yeah,
much you can do about it.
they'll probably just go with Breath of the Wild Link's design.
Oh, one with shirt and actual pants?
Yes, because it's easy and it's recognizable right now.
You know what? I'm gonna say something controversial.
Uh-huh.
I think Wonder Woman looks better with pants.
Oh,
How dare you?
Like
but do you think she still needs to be BDSM because that's what she was based on?
yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to destroy anyone's dreams here. Come on.
Yeah, she was basically that guy's dream, a BDSM superhero.
Yeah. And honestly, good for him for,
He figured it out. He also created a lie detector.
Did he?
Yep, that's why he based the lasso of truth on his lie detector.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Sure, we know that lie detectors don't actually work, but, good for him for selling it for so long. He must be rich.
I've actually beaten a lie detector before.
Neat.
Not that hard.
No, it's really not. It's very faulty technology.
I heard you have to, just clench your buttocks or something like that. I don't know.
It's all
not
about just
even.
remaining calm, really. Being able to control your blood pressure when you're supposed to be lying is not that difficult.
I'm lying to you.
I am low on health. Even lower now that I just took a face full of burst fire.
Lots.
Yeah, and also important thing about lie detectors, not admissible in court
Nope.
Correct.
because it's bullshit.
Yeah, they know what's
Bullshit.
up. Oh god.
Oh,
I'm gonna die. Yep. Ah. That's a time loss.
I think they used to be admissible in court, but now they're not.
No.
And you can get...
I'm not sure if they're ever admissible in court.
no, they're never admissible in court.
Blackmore taught me how to draw this.
However, the idea is like the testimony you give
Mhm.
itself is, but like the results of the lie detector, like inadmissible. So it's a trick to get you to say something stupid.
Yeah.
That's a lot of interrogation, just tricks. Doesn't matter if you're actually, telling the truth. It just trick you to get you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get someone to admit to something, by any means necessary, right?
It doesn't matter if it's true.
I mean, I'd prefer it be true, but
Yeah, but I prefer to get my quota.
I'm glad you're not a cop.
What? I was mimicking cops. I don't want to be a cop. I was mimicking the cops. They're like, I just want to, get this case over with. So I've been watching a lot of Bob's Burgers, and I'm amazed that this show does something that actually should be obvious. They bring back characters from older episodes, like unlike The Simpsons, where a character from an older episode will just be dead or gone. Like one-off characters just start showing up again, and I
Cool.
love it. It's like even this guy who was a capoeira, the kung fu dancing style.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed up in one episode back in season 1, and we're on season 5, and he showed up again. It's just like, wow. It's like these people actually live in a town, and you can run into people that don't matter every so often.
That's actually something I enjoyed about My Name Is Earl as well. Because it's a very small town they live in, but the people Earl helps do actually come back, and sometimes he needs them to help somebody else.
And
it's a nice show.
It's this thing where, like, usually TV shows will just, like, if they need the same character again, they would just make a new character.
Right.
That does the same thing. But this one, it's like, oh, this character, we could really use this character to do this, It's like, well, and they don't make up a new character. They do sometimes, but, like, when they need a new character.
I mean, sometimes you just can't get you just can't get the original actor back, and that's, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that happens, but it's nice when you get these callbacks.
Like, there was this guy that robbed a bank across from Bob's burger shop, and then Bob got embroiled because he wanted burgers from the burger shop, and they bonded over it, and then he got arrested, right? But then turns out that the lawyer that prosecuted him was dirty, so he got off scot-free, and now he's in the show again.
Oh, cool.
He works as a carny. And also, every time that he gets a chance, he tries to rob the bank again. Like, he decided to, like, stay at Bob's Burgers, and he tried to tunnel under to the bank, and he's like, no, stop that. He's like, oh, come on, no. And then he was supposed to sell some ambergris on the black market for $30,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go straight. But then he goes, I'll go straight after buying a tank and then taking down the bank. And then I'll go straight. And they're like, no. He just really wants to rob the bank because he used to rob banks with his partner, but the partner dumped him. So he wants to prove that he can rob the bank now. Alone. It's a really good popcorn show. Like, you can even not pay attention to what's happening on screen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it... And they improv.
Oh my
I can tell
God.
Because...
Damn it.
You're on fire.
I Molotov'd myself.
Nice. I was wondering where that came from. I was like, where did the fire thing come from? But yeah, sometimes you can tell that their lines are improv because they start cracking up, and I love it.
Oh my God, I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart.
Drowning.
This one was going well.
We didn't upgrade the software to Assassin's Creed 2. No.
Kind of want to play those games.
I don't recommend it.
I don't know, like I played Shadow of Mordor, and now I kind of want to see like more of that. Why can't I get up here? Oh my God.
Skip Assassin's Creed 1 no matter what. It is very boring.
But I'm interested in the Crusades.
I know,
damn
but,
it! Oh my God, this is the worst.
Assassin's Creed 2 is probably like...
I hate this. I hate this so much.
I heard Brotherhood is the best one. Not counting Boat Creed, but Boat Creed is his own thing.
Everyone likes Boat Creed.
I'm talking about just main Assassin's Creed. Brotherhood is the best, apparently.
They're all good in their own ways. I don't know what the newest one is like, but the one before that was a good time.
Everybody started hating Valhalla. So, like, when it first came out, everybody's like, Valhalla is great, and then after a while, they're like, it sucks.
Oh no, I think the feeling is generally pretty good.
I'm seeing a lot of people say, oh, actually, it sucked. So
I mean people say that about every popular game.
Yeah. I feel like it's very much a Bioshock Infinite thing where, like, you know, playing it, of course it was good, but then they're like, oh, we want the old Assassin's Creed back, so it sucked. You know?
I don't know. I've heard mixed things about Mirage because that's supposed to be like the return to form or something.
Yep. Apparently it's not as good as the old ones, but it's still more return to form than, you know, not. So
Yeah.
I do love that they put a Final Fantasy crossover in the Egyptian one. That was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, you let like you let loose the villain of the Final Fantasy 15, and then it's just like, oh, the anime man is gone now. And then you get, I think, outfit that looks like a chocobo but really stupid, and a chocobo camel.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed games have a lot of crossovers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy also in general just has a lot of crossovers.
yeah.
Where is my ride?
Crossover. It bare minimum crossover into Monster Hunter. They just kind of gave you a mantle that kind of looked like the guy, and then said, "Yeah, go ahead." I
Okay.
remember Final Fantasy 15 had a limited time crossover that they actually removed from the game afterwards.
You comfy back there? This is
You could go to a theme park based on Assassin's Creed in Final Fantasy 15, and it had its own gimmicks of like its own stealth sections and everything, you know, like mechanics. But they removed it from the game after a while, so you can't play it now.
That's gross.
Yeah, it is disgusting, and I hate it. Apparently, they did a stupid licensing thing that it was only for a limited time that they had the license to use the Assassin's Creed stuff, which is dumb, like, you know, business discussion in my opinion.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna be easy. But nothing is with you, is it?
So let's see if you could beat the speed run while I'm doing some snow runner.
Hold on.
I mean, I died so much I absolutely cannot beat the speed run.
You have no idea how bad I am at snow runner though.
When I
Okay.
opened up the money,
I'm not even sure what
Runner.
SnowRunner is.
Snow
Me neither.
runner is a truck driving simulator where you try and do deliveries in the worst
snow.
road condition.
Okay.
No runner.
Sounds fun.
Blackmore's
It is fun. It's a game I think you would genuinely like.
Is it kind of like a Spin Tires?
to tell you what to
Yes.
do when we get
Okay.
There's a lot
Spin
of tire
tires.
spinning. There's a lot of tire spinning, winch attaching, mud stuck being in.
Mud.
Mud stuck being in, yep.
It's
Mud
essential.
stuck being in.
And a lot of deliveries of random ass things to very difficult to get to locations with various vehicles and such.
I'll find a way out. That's it. This is bad. Very, very bad.
For instance, I am to deliver to the town 2 concrete blocks and 1 set of small in horrible, horrible winter weather.
Can you wait for summer?
No.
Oh. That's a shame.
What did Blackmore do to them?
People depend on these. Let me count the concrete blocks. Hold on. 5, 10, 20, 40. Okay, 40 concrete blocks.
Tight
And
Hold on.
so many small pipes. I'm not gonna count it.
The game did the thing again. Revert to last checkpoint. There we go.
Yeah, just decided to start playing it again because I had to order a new controller. Because the last one was in a dire situation.
Uh-huh.
And I just noticed that the delivery that was supposed to be for Monday arrived today, and they delivered it to the wrong house.
Oh.
I know, so
Fantastic.
it's fun. Oh yeah, they nailed it.
Clearly.
So I had to walk on over there and deal with it.
Nailed it.
Did
It wasn't.
did the people who live there?
They didn't even notice.
Okay.
So presumably, whoever delivered it didn't even bother to know.
Hmm.
Which
I
isn't that always
know.
fun? I love it.
Damn it! Oh, I did it!
Hell yeah!
I got
No
through.
prank here.
Yeah.
Hey, cool! I've been promoted. I made my delivery. I did it.
Well, that was fast.
I see you're still, you know,
Yeah, I'm still doing this.
biding those times.
Suffering.
Suffering succotash.
No, no succotash. What even is succotash?
I don't know. I don't think it's anything.
I do remember watching a documentary on various comedy things back then, and a lot of comedy back then was just finding the weirdest way to say something. Like instead of saying like a Sprite, say sarsaparilla.
Hmm.
That was comedy back in the day. Just find the weirdest way to say something.
I'm so glad comedy hasn't changed.
Oh, it's gotten worse.
I mean, at the risk of sounding like a boomer. Oh.
At least it's not that it's so random comedy of the early 2000s.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the worst though was the comedy making fun of It's So Random comedy, which got really annoying.
Like that sort of surreal anti-comedy thing, I don't like it at all.
Tim and Eric was the worst show ever made, in my opinion.
No, that show was amazing.
Mm-mm.
You shush.
Really should have some
Intimidating.
really should have some shotgun ammo.
Let me see it.
Oh yeah, this is the part we did last time where they just refused to behave.
You never changed, T. I divorced you in this room. Now I know I didn't get us far enough away. You can blame everything on Blackmore, but in the end, you're the one who killed us, not him. You deserve everything you're getting.
Now Tom goes to the mayor. That was funny.
Eh. You sure?
Stop making like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, girls love a man who can take care of business. To hell with them if they get in your way.
Angel.
Still need to get you.
Fucking kill it.
What do you think about Xavier Renegade Angel, Struffo?
Don't worry, Tark.
A profoundly stupid show that was very good.
I'll leave her alive for you.
It's not a show I quote. I wouldn't even know how to quote it though.
Let's quote the first episode, Chomsky Honk.
Back bait for war.
Chomsky
When,
honk?
That's yours.
yeah, it's a honky and a chomp combined into a Chomsky Honk.
I see.
Like I said, it is a profoundly stupid show.
Yes.
Very funny.
It's making fun of New Age hippies.
Well, that's not hard to
makes fun of a
do.
lot.
First episode is always is my favorite though. Like it's just distilled perfection in my opinion. I did like the episode where he went back in time by taking years off his life by smoking and eating bacon. See, if you smoke and eat bacon, it takes years off your life, and if you eat enough, you go back in time.
I see.
Yes.
You know what makes the game easier? Your own private army. I highly recommend it.
Hmm.
Not bad.
So, I'll be honest with you guys. The only thing I want to do is just finish a goddamn run of this game.
Knows the game never stops.
Never gonna happen. This
I-
game is it goes on for infinity.
Like that's the problem. Like the first game was very, very short, and it felt very, very short. But this game, there's just so many areas where they just lock you in a room and force you to fight dudes.
Wash it all away.
And the
Yeah,
first game,
there's something to say about how to pace
yeah,
a game. In the first game, you felt like you were moving towards something.
right.
This one, it does feel like a blur, which is unfortunate. Although I guess, you know, the first game you could literally Silent Hill or Resident Evil your way through everything, just ignore everything.
True.
Are all kinds of armies.
And they went like, well, we made this, you know, pretty cool shooting system. That was like pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it was.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Then they decided, well, okay, maybe we should, you know, have combat arenas in this. Decisions were made.
Yeah, I just don't think they were for the best. All things considered.
Time to get wise. They
Where is my guy?
Does that feel good?
Are you seriously just gonna stay up there and not come down?
You know it.
I hate
You
this game.
recognize the danger.
We love it.
Why? And I need you to come down or else I can't progress in the game.
Why? Why?
Pourquoi? Porque?
Boy, roll. What?
Yeah, he's stuck up there.
I'm tired of this endless chase.
You stimulate your little brain cells,
Would I be me if I made it easy on you?
Scruffle.
Oh, the little gray cells?
You
What?
know what
Yeah,
makes
the little
game
gray skulls.
Easier? Your own private army.
You must stimulate them.
Highly recommend it.
Wow, this combat encounter is really still going, isn't it?
I had to restart it because the guy was stuck upstairs and can't have that.
Nice.
Yep. Freaking love being locked in a room with uncooperative enemies.
Puffle, the very, very fluffle.
A true player knows the game never stops.
Okay, I ran into a snag in my current snow running thing.
Uh-huh.
There's a broken gas pipeline, rather.
A pipeline.
blocking the
Fucking hot.
road, so I had to drive underneath it.
Well, I'm glad you could get underneath it at least.
Oh, just barely. I'm driving a Hummer. In
Hummer,
snow.
hummer, hummer.
I made it. Now I'm in mud. If you had the choice between mud and snow, which would you rather?
Neither, honestly.
That feel good?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'd get stuck in either one. It doesn't matter what I choose.
Time to get wise. They
Remember Burning Man this year?
I remember hearing something about it.
So, the climate, obviously changing.
Yeah.
Anyone that disputes that, die. Anyways, so climate was real wet where Burning Man typically is.
Oh yeah. People got stuck in the mud out there. That's right.
Stuck in the mud, and somebody died. But they carried on.
You know, they gotta carry on.
But like all the super rich people that went there fucking left
Yeah.
immediately. Which goes to show that rich people aren't even accountable to nature.
Did he leave again? Get down here, you piece of crap!
Toss a grenade up there.
Did you hear about Yarn Fest?
I need you to come down here. Oh my
there you
fucking god! I hate this guy. This one enemy is preventing this run from progressing.
Singular man causing problems.
And like I can't even grenade him because all he does is he's immune to everything but the creature form. I don't know. I can't do anything if he's not going to come down here.
Throw them grenades.
Finally! Jesus Christ. He finally came down.
Christ, what an asshole.
You die like the bitch you are.
I wonder if it still applies, New Yorker comics, if you just replace the captions for all of them with Christ, what an asshole.
I have absolutely no ammo.
You have 5 mod.
I have a steel pipe.
I mean, that doesn't help me here. Yep, I have no ammo whatsoever. There, frag out.
When in doubt.
Okay.
Okay, are we missing something?
I just need to wait for him to open the next door.
You get a lot of blood on your hands. Don't bother trying to wash it off. It suits you.
Alright, I have 25 bullets for these crappy submachine guns.
For that fire to go away. 'Cause
25 bullets.
find another way. Maybe it's
Thank God you've got ammo for everyone's favorite weapon, the club.
Glob.
Alright, it's this part. Okay. Need to go over here. Wait, no. Fuck. I forgot again. Good news is there's ammo in here. I know that.
Oh, thank God, all reliable.
Thank God indeed.
Are you excited for any new games?
Maybe eventually I'll pick up Alan Wake 2.
I have too many old games to be excited for new games.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Just like I've got so many games and I'll never play them.
I hopefully will play my games, but you know, life is fucking busy now.
you made your choice.
We're deciding if we're going to move or not to near San Francisco.
Near San
Like-
Francisco.
But I'm being vague.
But that's like San Francisco is incredibly expensive.
So is where we live. We're stuck. Apparently, though, if I sell my house, yeah, I have $800,000, not counting, the rest of the money left over.
I mean, okay, that'll last you like a year in San Francisco.
We're not living in San Francisco. We're living near San Francisco. Still expensive, but not that expensive.
I'm sure there are other options than San Francisco or near San Francisco.
Not when my brother lives there. So it is to move so my mother can, be near him.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't move
Well-
near San Francisco if I didn't have a reason.
I'm gonna tell your brother to move away from San Francisco.
Seriously. Sounds
I
like
don't know,
he's the
he's-
problem.
He's got a
Christ,
good
what an
job.
asshole.
You
Got a
better,
really good
better
job.
have a fucking great job to be in San Francisco.
He doesn't live in San Francisco. He lives near San Francisco.
Look, you said San Francisco. That's all I,
I said
heard.
near. I said near
That-
a lot.
That's all I heard, though.
No automatas, no replicants, just near. No one's gonna get that. Hey.
I mean, I got it.
Okay. Also, the Mario RPG remake has released. Oh, leaked.
Leaked.
Yep.
took a piss.
It leaked. Yes. That's how all video games leak onto the internet. Someone pisses into the modem
Sounds right, honestly.
after eating the cartridge. You know how it tastes really bad? They have to swallow it without tasting it.
Yeah.
Mario RPG looks good. I hope that you can move the camera so you don't have to isometric jump. Because that's literally the only
Counterpoint.
reason why you should. What?
Do not change that. It's perfect the way it is.
No! Isometric jumping is terrible.
Look at this guy. Doesn't know how to isometric jump.
This fucking guy over here.
This fucking guy.
This
I beat the game when I was a child. I just remember it being bullshit, those jumps. Literally the hardest part of the game.
People these days being like, oh, I don't want to isometric jump. Well, back in my day, we had to get over it.
With
with
Bennett
Bennett
Body.
Body.
Yeah! High five, Scruffle.
Don't you dare high five him.
I won't.
Don't you?
I won't.
Talk. Remember our previous session? Coming up before you is yet another strain of that most persistent.
You know, I was wondering why I wasn't getting any traction in the water. It's because I had the parking brake on.
Oh,
For one rampaging.
That's basically me in real life.
Hmm.
Here's a headline. Assassin's Creed Red will be more like Elden Ring.
you know, okay. Let me drop another hot take about Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Red, specifically. I really liked that they constantly ignored the calls for people who just want to set the game in feudal Japan because they wanted to be a ninja. And I loved that they ignored those people. It was great. Except now they're actually doing it, and it's like,
Oh wait, are they actually
Wait a
doing it?
yeah,
Oh, good for them, I guess.
feels like giving up, honestly.
Assassin's Creed was. Remember when Assassin's Creed was set in interesting places like Italy and the Crusades? And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna stop that.
What are you Okay, I'm gonna drop a history hot take right here. England during the Viking invasions is a fucking cool setting that has never been breached,
It's true.
ever. Like, there's so much goddamn stuff going on during that period of time the rise of Christianity, the king who's gonna stop being a king just so he could take a bit of a break, the Vikings. I think it's cool. And before that was just Greece. You know, Greece doing whatever Greece was doing. What was Greece up to?
Greece is gonna Greece, man.
Wars? Greece was doing so many wars at the time.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
That definitely came out at some point.
I presume 2003? That feels like a 2003 movie.
It also got a TV show.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
I need you to die.
I would say
sure.
out of all the Assassin's Creed games, the one setting that was a little iffy was Dickens' England. Just the industrial England, London specifically. Industrial London was. I mean, it's not that it's a weak setting. It's just not that you can't really do that much.
It seemed pretty cool.
What's that?
It seemed pretty cool to me.
It's cool, but like compared to French Revolution Paris,
Italian
and
Renaissance Rome, and all that shit.
Crusades Middle East, all of the Middle East, they're pretty ambitious with that. I'll just say probably specifically Baghdad was the most notable part.
They didn't do enough Middle East. Like, they should have done a full-on sequel with Altair instead of that, like, combo one. Oh.
I can't, beyond England in Syndicate, they've been pretty good with their settings. Is the one they're doing in feudal Japan, is that like when does that specifically take place?
I do not know. Apparently, it stars like a real life historical figure though as the protagonist, like a black ninja.
Beauty.
So.
Oh, the Black Ninja? He's cool.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about it, but I saw a news article mention it, so.
Oh, so it's during Nobunaga?
Probably.
I mean, it would have to be, actually, now that I mention.
Enjoy adding that gun to the Assassin's Creed a lot. The secret gun that, you can use.
The what?
The secret gun that they added in one of the I think the third game or the second game, I forget which. They enjoy adding that back, so they probably go with like an era where they could do that.
Perfect.
Scientists create chimeric monkey with 2 sets of DNA.
Why?
I don't know.
But one must be careful. Deny it too long, and it may bite you back.
That's why.
Oh my fucking god. I hate these fucking dogs.
Fucking dogs. Go back to Shinobi.
Okay.
All different kinds of hunger.
Oh, I'm in such a bad situation for the rest of this.
I found
Goddamn dogs.
made me
You got this. You don't need help.
in the end.
I mean, I don't have health, I don't have ammo, like nothing's okay this game.
You don't need any of them.
You just gotta murder.
Oh, I just realized you've got 2 shotgun shells. Okay, maybe you're in a little bit of a pickle.
I'm in a pickle, yeah. Better be some ammo around here.
And a dilly of a pickle here.
Alright, well, we got to the next stage at least.
Dilly of a pickle.
Good. Those guys will have ammo.
Ammo.
Yeah.
Wahaha.
Except they don't.
Oh.
I don't know why they don't have ammo. Is there any ammo in here? Okay.
You did good, T.
Have you ever looked into the Poirot games?
Every single time you say Poirot, it makes me audibly
They
angry.
say that. They say that in the series too. That way. Poirot. Whatever.
There we go. That you got it that time though.
Poirot.
When you're on the inside, all the rules change.
Anyway, have you looked into the games?
Strong
No.
and some are weak.
They got good reviews.
Weakness.
That doesn't mean they're good. I'm just saying, you know, it's better than if they did.
That's true. I wonder if, you know, some gamer plays a Poirot game. It's like, well, this is just like Danganronpa with all these twists.
No fucking way. That's talk. Come on, dog.
Because I feel like a gamer would say that, and it would literally drive me insane.
You're like, oh, it's just like the Sherlock Holmes game, except for Watson doesn't follow me around.
You made your choice.
I've got all those
This is
Sherlock
LA
Holmes games.
Noir. I want to play them, but I'm intimidated by the later ones because you can actually fail the cases, and then it just is like, oh, you failed it.
Yeah.
Guess you weren't a good detective.
Exactly. That's very intimidating to me. I'm okay. I want to do it, but like, there's other games that were more less intimidating, but like still on my list of intimidating games, like Pathologic. I really want to play Pathologic, but I'm so intimidated by that game.
Pathologic's not intimidating.
Yes, it is. You can miss so much in one playthrough for that game. So
It doesn't matter. You can't do everything, so you
yeah,
just
I
The
know, but
expectation is that you are going to miss about 80%. of
yeah,
content.
that's very intimidating to me. So there.
it's not a game. It's not a game about doing everything. It's a game about doing your best.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
game about stomping your nuts and you enjoying it.
It's not even that
backed-
hard, to be
I
perfectly
backed the
honest.
sequel. I backed the sequel, and I'm very interested in playing it. But like, it's one of those intimidation things. I want to have a friend with me to be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Someday.
It's certainly a game I wouldn't play.
Fucking god damn it! I was trying to pick up a shotgun and I got shot.
Yeah, you
You got
backed
your
into
head
that
blasted
one.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, Torque. Silly Torque.
Intimidating games that I want to play would be Pathologic 2. Then there's Romancing Saga Minstrel Song, the remake, because that game I played I played it myself, and oh boy, like that's another game where you can buck up and your run is over, and they expect you to new game plus it like 8 times. Like, it's a JRPG, but if you time only progresses when you're in battles, so you have to avoid battles to get from point A to point B, so that you don't miss an event. And it's like, oh my god, and you can't grind that way, so you have to hope that you get stat ups, because stat ups are random after every battle. It is a hellish game, but it has fantastic music, it's fun writing, and it's a game that hates you.
Times for talk. Reckoning days here, man. Believe. I know what's what.
Let's see, what other games there I'm intimidated by?
I think you should play Pathologic 1 instead of 2.
No, I'm playing 2, I backed it.
You can still play 1.
It's the same game.
It's not.
It is. They said so on the thing, and all the reviews say it's the same thing. Just the translation's better.
It's not the same game though, at all.
But the plot's the same.
No, actually, it's not.
The idea is the same. But
Yeah,
it's
the
not-
idea is the same. The characters are completely different. The plot's been completely rewritten.
Think of it like Danganronpa.
And there's
Well-
and there's two and there's like 3 times less game in Pathologic 2. So
And there isn't that big fucking weird shape in the second game. I presume.
the
You know the
polyhedron.
Yeah, that thing. That weird goddamn shape. They brought that thing fresh from Siren.
They've been in isolation for 6 months. They'll stay in the dark. What could they possibly be learning? That to live is to die. A little bit every day.
I can't believe I'm fixing a block tunnel so I can go to another area.
I mean, that just sounds conscientious to the other drivers on the road.
I don't want to help other drivers. I just want to be selfish.
Oh, too bad. You're the best
Ugh.
person out there.
Ugh, I hate car-centric culture.
At the what you call it, Reddit and topic about is it a different game? Yes, it's like a reimagining by a different director is what they say.
It's
Like-
yeah, it's
Same,
it's both
same.
it's both a remake and a sequel to the first game.
Yes,
Yeah, think of
And,
it like the
but
Kelvin
they do
universe.
suggest playing Pathologic 2 first because of some reasons that they don't want to spoil, and then play Pathologic 2 1 afterwards. So
Yeah, like I said, think of it like the Kelvin universe of Star Trek.
ew.
Yeah, you get young, hot, sexy Kirk and young, hot, sexy Spock with
You're not
cinematic
selling me
chemistry.
on this at all. Scrubbo, I'm sorry.
You were expecting someone else? You have come so far, yet
I hate the Abrams movie. Sorry.
There's nothing wrong with those movies. They're fun movies.
Have you played the Star Trek Abrams universe game? Apparently
No,
that
and
was decent.
nobody has.
I saw some playthrough, like gameplay. It looked decent.
obliteration.
Again, decent, not worth seeking out really. I do want to play the adventure games of classic Star Trek and Star Trek. I think it's called Unity or something like that for Next Generation. Both of them were the last times that they in canon for the longest time until they brought back Star Trek Next Generation people into Picard and stuff. But for the longest time that was the canon, last time that the Next Generation people worked together.
Yeah.
It's a fun adventure game. I played it as a kid, and my computer was a piece of shit, so it had a lot of bugs. Because it was a DOS game, and you had to limit the speed,
Mm-hmm.
And back then you couldn't do that. And then the original series one, I wanted to buy, but it was they only had the Mac version in stock. I was very sad about that. Who gamed on a Mac?
A lot of people actually.
Oprah. I mean, not Oprah. Whoopi Goldberg. She games on a Mac. But yeah, those are the 2 Star Trek games I want to play. Apparently, they've released a 4X strategy game that's good but buggy right now.
Oh yeah, they that was off of the Stellaris.
Yeah, apparently it's good,
engine.
but it's too buggy to play right now. They're waiting for like people are waiting for fixes.
That's every game now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not mad about it.
I am.
It's just
I'm not mad
reality.
about. I'm not mad about it because by the time it's done, it'll be cheaper. So therefore,
To meet who you
you know, I can just buy it then.
Target found. You hear me there, player?
I don't think I need to go in there.
No. Join me with quite a large army. You'll see what I'm talking about it.
Or maybe I do.
As long as I can recruit Garrick in as a Cardassian, I'll be happy.
Would you want to have him in your party? I mean,
Hell yeah, he's awesome.
he's also chaotic neutral.
Yeah, but you know, only because he got exiled.
No, he just lied to you nonstop about everything.
Don't make
Oh
excuses
yeah,
for
but
him.
he'd lie. But he'd also lie for me. You see, because as far as like Garrick is concerned, he wants to. He would work for Cardassia if they actually let him. So they just fired him because we don't actually know because he made up 4 different stories.
Where do I go? What do I do?
They fired him just because Galdecott hated him, and his dad was the head of the Obsidian Order. So
Yeah,
it was
but
it was a political exile.
Yeah, but also he had 4 different reasons, like, you know, as the catalyst for his exile, and he lied about each one of them, and we're not sure which one's true, and they never explained which one.
None of them and all of them.
Yep, that's what you know everybody suggests taking it as. I did like that he had a catchphrase of "There's hope for you yet" every time someone did, like, you know, didn't believe him or trust him. There's hope for you yet. They need to add DLC of Ferengi race though, so I can, you know, take over the galaxy with Commerce.
Oh shit. Oh no. I pushed the wrong
I
button.
appreciate Rom being Grand Nagus is still canon.
Yeah, it is, and now the Ferengis are all slightly less capitalist and more, you know, humanitarian.
Slightly more.
They're better than us now. Like real life capitalists.
Are we sure that the head of Warner Brothers, David Zaslav, isn't a Ferengi? Or is he just a massive piece of shit?
Probably a massive piece of shit.
These are the mysteries.
I'm waiting until they pack the Lower Decks 4th season together on my site so I can watch it, because I'm not paying for Paramount Plus. But they just aired the final season, and they brought back a character from Next Generation, a one-off, and he's really interesting.
Yeah, I can guess who you're talking about.
Is
Paris
it Picard?
No, it's the guy. The guy
Nick
that the
Locarno.
guy who played. Yeah, the guy who played Paris in Voyager. Well, he played a different character before on Next Generation, and they're bringing him back, so they can make a lot of
Robert
jokes about him
Duncan
looking like Tom.
McNeil.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
The actor,
Rich-
the actor is a hoot.
Oh yeah, the actor's great. I do like.
He does a podcast with Garrett Long called
Nice.
Delta Flyers, which is their Star
Nice.
Trek podcast. They just tell stories of what it was like acting on the show.
I watched a video, and apparently they unearthed that they were originally going to make the Paris character that character from Next Generation, but then they're like the actor was like, "No, dude, he's irredeemable. Don't do it." So they made Paris basically a redeemable version of him.
Yeah, Locarno sucks. He's a piece of shit.
I want to see the meat, honestly, on the show. Because they already had Tom Paris guest star, and it was a great episode. Sign my
I don't see the
plate!
resemblance.
Sign my plate, sign my plate.
Yeah, I'm really happy that the Lower Decks is one of the best Star Treks.
Yeah, I think they go a little too far sometimes, but like, for example, I was laughing I still laugh my ass off. For example, the episode with the guys who split into two versions of themselves when they're nervous.
The Duplers.
Yeah, the duplers. That is just so dumb. I'm sorry. Like, it's just the duplers planet would be fucked. I think it's great comedy. It's just now that's canon for everything else. And oh my god.
That sounds pretty
What?
standard as far as. Oh, what the hell? God damn
That-
it, shit.
That frickin' turret doesn't move that far.
As far as, stupid
Trek.
alien races are. Oh, god damn. I just lost some cargo.
Oh no.
No.
And. Shit. Nope. It's also worse because I tipped over the truck.
I do love the running joke that they have a buttload of sentient AI that's evil, and just have like a vault of it.
And that's just
So
love.
all of them are just going, I will conquer, I will conquer. And they're all just going, you help me out and I will help you conquer. Come on. And Peanut Hamper is there now.
Okay, now you're going too much into the specifics of the show.
I don't think Chitlin really cares.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's generally why.
Let's see.
All this time, I never really found out an easy way to kill the helicopter. I usually just keep shooting at it until it eventually goes away. There's gotta be like a speedrun way, right?
Probably.
Yep. There we go. Now we can leave. Go back to hell where it belongs. Okay. So I have good news. We have officially made it farther than we've ever made it before in this run.
It's good to have a worthy opponent,
The bad news, it's taken an hour and a half.
but you still have a lot to prove.
Open the goddamn door. I need to progress.
Well, I do wish you the best of luck, but I'm gonna go to bed.
No. Don't leave me.
Good on you. Don't leave him with me. It's more than he can handle.
I'm sure you'll. I literally have no idea how far into the game you are.
I'm actually almost at the end.
Are you?
Yeah, actually. We're almost
Maybe
there.
I'll stick around for like 15 minutes.
I don't know if I'm that close. But
It was a test. Gotcha. Are you gonna pick up that LMG?
no.
Don't tell me they made a bad LMG.
No, they made a great LMG, it's just not useful right now.
Okay. Oh, I was worried. I was worried this was gonna be like Fallout 4 where they made the minigun and LMG ass.
Honnor's really trying to make Fallout 4 not ass. I've noticed when looking at the mods. They're
Yeah,
trying so hard.
It cannot be done. It's impossible. That game at the core is just a mess.
They added back dialogue options, like you can actually tell what you're gonna say. So that's nice.
Oh, it's not even the dialogue. I mean, the dialogue stuff, obviously. But...
Yeah, obviously they did the Mass Effect thing where, like, you know, you choose renegade or not renegade, and
No, that wasn't the problem. The problem was none of those options mattered. But anyways, at the core, the shooting was bad, and the guns look like ass, and they're designed like ass, and every gun is left-handed.
I heard the shooting was good.
No.
The look design in it was ass though. Yeah.
No.
Like I heard the gameplay was better but the game, like the story and stuff like that, was worse.
The minigun has literally the lowest DPS in the game. That is the quality we're talking about.
The lowest DPS is a minigun?
Yeah. The minigun
But
uses its own bullet type, which is 5mm for some reason. It takes a second to spin up, which, you know, that's standard in all games, but it
Yeah.
makes no sense. It's inaccurate as all hell. And each bullet does like does the lowest damage in the game by a lot. And has the weapon has very little upgrade potential. It's just a mess.
this is
And,
Fallout 4?
Yeah. And you know, they give it to you as that's like it's literally the third weapon you can get in the game.
Well, that explains why it's shit.
Yeah. And there's no durability in the game as well. Like they took that out between the games.
Huh.
So it's just bad. And the only reason they give it to you is so that they can give you a super cool death claw sequence within the first 15 minutes of the game.
Very cool.
I see. Okay, so yeah, we got this next section, and then like the final run, and then we're done.
I can't take it no more.
Yes, you can.
Also, I'm very sleepy. Good luck with the end.
I'm also very
Sleepy.
sleepy.
Sleepy Scruff. Scruff asleep.
Tough Patutski.
Oh no.
Patutski.
Good night.
Good night, Scruffo.
Uh,
What to do?
You know how to smack the skeezers down, but not quite like me.
And I have been treating you for so very long, relatively speaking. Let us begin with that fine fellow Hechira.
so you beat this game, right?
Him, don't you?
Yep. Got
Yeah.
the love ending.
It's astonishing his people still have not been taught.
Yeah.
Love conquers all. I
I
didn't know the boss could be one shot by the special though, so I still had to fight it.
well, that's why you come to me.
You come to me for this information after you've beaten it decades ago.
Yep. It wasn't decades ago. It just came out.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brand new, spanking new. It's new to me, except for it's not.
I never expected this game to be so hard to run. Honestly.
Seems like if you're not taking your time, it's not fun.
It's like I knew that the first game was better, but it's
Yep.
also better for speedrunning. So
I feel like this game was good enough that it didn't deserve to kill a franchise, but it wasn't as good as the first one, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, the first one was like a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10 if I had known, not followed that secret, like, if you turn into the monster too much, you get the evil
Yeah.
ending. If I didn't know that, I'd go for that, then it would have been a 10 out of 10 for me, probably. But, and this would be like maybe a 7, 6 if I'm being mean.
Yeah, I'd call this like a solid 7.5. It like, I don't think you need to play this if you're
I'd
a
say it's a 6 though if you can't get around some of the glitches in the PC version. Which I had one of them where it was the suicidal AI. I had to.
Who cares? What I want to know is, how could you resist that sweet meat?
Damn it. Yeah, this there's just so many sections in this game where you just get locked in and you have to fight things. It's not entertaining.
Especially when you're speedrunning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd much rather run the first game than this.
I'm not one for replaying games, so it's not as much a problem for me because
Right, because you're normal and move on from games once you beat them.
Oh,
Instead
that's
of
actually not the norm as far as I can tell.
oh,
Like, most people are like, oh, I played Chrono Trigger for the 48th time, and I'm like, how? I would die.
I mean,
Even if it's
there are some people who when they like a game they get super monogamous with it. And
but like that's most people I know actually. Like I play Mario RPG every year, and I'm like, I'd be bored as fuck after the second.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like the idea of treating games as like disposable entertainment. That's just me. Like,
I don't consider it disposable so much as like I want to consume the most of it I can, so I wring out everything I can out of the game and then move on.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like an achievement whore or anything, but I want to do like all the content. Like for example, Assassin's Creed 1, I did everything that was content, but I didn't get those stupid flags.
Right.
Fuck those.
Yeah.
Even though Assassin's Creed 2, I got all the feathers because there was a single cutscene that I wanted. I wanted that cutscene, damn it.
Was it worth it?
No. She says, "Oh, thank you, Altair, Ezio," and then it turns out it may have been a dream that she said thank you, and then the end. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
So you don't even for sure get a real thank you?
Yep, because she's comatose, So it's like, oh, okay, whatever, it was heartwarming, but I don't think it was worth it, but still, I did it.
No.
If it's just an achievement, I'm not gonna do it. Like I played Bloodborne and I did all the content. Like I fought every boss, but there's so much more I could do that I did not want to do.
Right.
Like collect every weapon. Fuck that. But I like to experience everything a game has to offer content wise, and then move on to another game because I want to be diverse in like what I kind of look at games like I want to consume as much as I can about them, like I want to be have a diverse palette of the history of games, blah blah blah. And see what people can do with games. So it's not that it's disposable. It's more that I want more. But I always try to, get the most out of games that I can, unless it turns out that the game sucks, and I'm like,
right,
or it's it tends to suck at like the 80% mark, and then it's like, I'm done. Let me go.
Brutalizing got them ready to go.
Those are the worst games where it's really fun, like halfway into the game, and then you're like, I've come so far.
That was me with Shadow of Mordor, actually.
Yeah, I've come so far. I just finished.
Yeah, it's just like
then you-
I was doing like open world shenanigans and playing with orc politics for so long. It's like, well, I gotta finish it at this point, even though I'm long past the point of enjoyable returns.
I do enjoy playing interesting games that might rather than fun games. Like Sonic Adventure 1 is not really that fun, but it is interesting, like because it's one of the first 3D platformers. So I just look at it like they had no idea what they were doing, you know. And then there's Kingdom Hearts, the card game. I find that extremely interesting because it's weird. You know, I wasn't fun really. I did get to listen to Riku talk about how he smells the darkness. That was funny. He gained the power to smell the darkness, and it's just weird every time he says it. Stop smelling me, Riku.
Good. The creeper's dead.
He was the only interesting new character from this one, in my opinion, the creeper.
I mean, even that he's kind of one note, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know, there wasn't really much else.
Yeah.
Very good. You made your choice.
Okay. Last little run here.
Do it. You could do it.
You're alive? You're the first.
So this guy here is Rance Truman. He's been leaving us notes as loading screens throughout the entire game. He's dead now. Okay.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he's actually like a really interesting character if you actually stop and, you know, talk to him. But
And read the lore.
yeah,
These two games have fucking lore out the ass, and I love it.
they kind of do.
It's just, yeah.
You get up in me, I get up in you.
Like for being pretty much straightforward linear games, yeah, they've got some fucking lore to them.
Yeah, your first home. It's not much farther.
They fleshed out the setting. You asked the like the setting guy, the guy who wrote the setting, a question about it, and he's probably gonna have the answer. And he's not gonna think for a while on it. He's just gonna have the answer. Unlike, you know, say George Lucas, where, you know, what about this thing? And he'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Even though everybody thought he had everything like mapped out, but
no,
no,
not in the slightest.
nope. He was making shit up as he go along.
Whole lot to learn, player. Now follow me.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Where you first started.
I do love. They pitched a game and they had to have. They were going to put Jedi like Twi'lek, you know, those weird tentacle head girls.
Yeah, yeah.
As a main character, and he comes in for, like, you know, the pitch because they had to get his approval, and he just looks over and sees an action figure on one of the desks and goes, hey. He gets the action figure and he picks up an action figure of the character that they're doing it, like, you know, they're doing the game about. They're friends, so they hang out together. And they were like, you know that they live hundreds of years apart, right? And he goes, no, make it work, and he just leaves. I'm like, what do we do?
I mean, I gotta admire like that confidence though.
He just took two action figures and was like, they're friends. You're not paying. He doesn't care about like what the lore is.
Well, yeah, I mean, he made all of his money on action figures mostly, so.
Oh yeah, he got the money. He got the money. He did. He made his prequel thing, and he didn't want to tell a good story. He wanted to push, technology to its limit. That's what he did with the prequel trilogy. He just wanted to push technology to the limit. He did not care about the plot.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I should have jumped on that turret beforehand, but I thought maybe I could run forward.
You coming home? Yeah, your first home. It's not much farther.
Yeah, George Lucas is a funny guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be mad at him because he, like, the only thing I'm mad about is the fact that he refuses to let the original series, like, you know, original cuts release. Because that's
Yeah.
bullshit. Like, that's the one bad thing I think he's done. But I do remember there was a thing where, like, he had some land and people were complaining to him about, like, the noise or something. So, because they were rich people.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just built homeless, like, houses for homeless people there and, like, lowered the property value to get even with them. But yeah, he's like, I can't really fault George Lucas for anything other than being dumb, but like, you know, whatever, he's rich.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he did well with what he had.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, the one thing I don't like is, you know, not letting the original cuts out there because you can have both, you know, like, why can't we have both? I'm sure some people would still want the your new cuts because, you know, they can't stand old cinema, you know? I know people like that. I know a lot of people like that.
Really? They can't stand to watch old movies?
They can't stand to watch old movies or play old video games.
Oh my fucking god, I hate these fucking enemies. I hate you so much. Die. I just want you to die. My god. I hate that you have shotguns on your back that you can stun lock me with. I hate you. Never want to play this game again.
On fire! I can't see.
It's okay. Whatever was in there was dead.
It's dead now.
Oh, come on. There's more?
Maybe you should transform again.
No. Oh, I have to. Fuck. God damn it. I hate this
I'm
game.
on fire. I'm on fire.
This game is on easy, by the way.
I beat on hard, so I'm okay with it. Everything was very chunky, I remember.
Yeah.
Chonka, 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 chonka. Speaking of chonk, me and my friend tried to play the original Gears of War remaster, and it did not work. We were just, the only thing we had fun was every time we walked, we would just say chonka, 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 chonk because they made loud noises. And the rest of the game was completely boring. Because speaking of like arena combat, it was just basically, you know, get to an arena, fight for a little while in cover, and then get to the next arena. But yeah, we couldn't get through it because all we could get fun from was saying chonka, 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 chonk. Because everybody's so chonky in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
It's like, come on, we can get through this. Get to the better games. Nope, chonka, chonka.
I never really liked Gears of War.
I enjoyed the first one as far as I played it. I never beat it, and the multiplayer was really stupid, and I didn't like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this again.
Chonk, 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 chonka. After a while, we both just laughed at each other and said, "We're done." I can't stand this anymore. The only thing fun is chonka, chonka.
Like the sections in a
That game did cost Microsoft like $50 million or something to add extra RAM to the 360.
Oh, really?
They made their money back, but like,
Yeah.
from that game. But I'm like, they took a huge gamble on Gears of War, and the only reason why they went over it is they gave higher RAM Xbox 360 with a demo of it to one of the directors of the project, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, we have to do this."
uh,
And then chonka chonka, the
yeah.
chonka chonkas.
Like, the thing is, like, I really like
Learn the rules, is it now?
original Xbox and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I never really enjoyed the actual like mascots of the Xbox.
I like Halo good enough.
Yeah, like the Halos and the Gears of Wars, like they were never that great to me. Like I like Halo 1 the best out of everything.
Halo 1's the only one I've played. I tried to play Halo 2 with my friend, but then COVID hit and he's been busy ever since. So, but I like Halo, and I like the fact that they added co-op to all the games.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Nice. Gears of War apparently gets a lot better as it goes along, but I don't care. I just don't care. And too much chonka chonk. And let's see. I wish Blink still survived. That would have been wonderful.
I mean, Blinks was never really a mascot. Come on.
They tried. They said this is the new Mario for our console.
Yeah.
And
how'd that work out?
It died. It died hard. I want to play it though because actually the gameplay looks interesting.
I mean, they got 2 games out of it, so it must have sold okay. But
the second one bombed hardcore. The first one sold okay.
Yeah. Probably because people, played the first one and they realized, oh, this franchise is shit.
Chonka. It had a cool gimmick and it seemed fun. Like the time sweeping stuff.
Yeah. I just kind of feel like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time came out and just stole any thunder Blinks had.
Oh, that game. I love that game. It's just, I beat that game in one day, and I
Yeah.
was very sad because I paid $60 for that game.
It's a great game, but yeah.
I don't, nowadays I don't care about length because I get the games on sale.
Right.
But like, back then when it was $60, yeah, no.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, the year it came out, and it's like,
I bought it day one and tried to return it saying, oh, the game's like, done. I'm done with it. They're like, okay, we'll give you $30. I'm like, no.
But there's only so much a little one can do without family.
But yeah, I like all the Prince of Persias.
I didn't play 2 because it looks stupid, and I played a little bit of the third one. I played a little bit of the third one, but I didn't get into it.
The second one, Warrior Within, is so edgy, it's freaking hilarious. It is goddamn adorable, is what it is. Like
I wasn't a so bad it's good person back then. I was so I couldn't have appreciated it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? That was a good day. We've been through so much together.
Okay, final boss. Unfortunately, I need to build up my creature.
Feature,
yeah.
I am hoping that Night Dive gets the rights to The Darkness 1, because I want a PC port of
Yes.
that, or at the very least, an emulation that I can use a mouse and keyboard.
I would
Because,
I would love a PC port of Darkness 1. That game is
yes.
great.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I couldn't get through, get around the analog control, though. No.
Yeah,
A shooter with
I am
analog control I can't stand.
I don't know how I used to do it. I used to play shooters all the time on console. I cannot do it now. Anything that
Yeah.
requires precision, I can't do it.
I tried playing Halo Master Chief remaster of the first game on console, and then I was like, what if mouse and keyboard? So I booted up the old PC release from ages ago with fixes and things that were like literally almost impossible for me to do. I just breezed through it, and I'm like, oh, well, this is no.
Damn it. Okay, so I fucked up. You know how I said you can one-shot the final boss? Turns out I fucked up.
Good job.
You can one-shot the final boss if you have a fully charged Cataclysm coming in here. I did not.
I do want to play the later Halos because they added a lot of stuff that's interesting. Not the later Halos, but like Halo 2 and ODST and 3. I played a little bit of ODST, like, and it seemed interesting. It's just I didn't play any more of it. It was all, I think my, first impression of Halo 2 when I played multiplayer at a friend's house is, God, the new guns suck. Like, you know, the, assault rifle and the pistol, those new ones. And I'm like, oh, those suck. Why can't we just stick with the old ones? And it was because the old ones were kind of overpowered. So.
You mean they were good?
Yes, exactly. But they were bouncing for multiplayer, you see.
Multiplayer. Yeah.
Meh. I did play multiplayer on the PC version long ago, and that was hilarious. Because it was so jank, because the PC port was done, I think, by Gearbox?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
They had some silly mods for that game. Remember when Deathmatch could carry a game, like, rather than having all these stupid gimmicks?
No. No, I don't.
But, like, Halo had Capture the Flag and Deathmatch, and that was okay. We didn't need Battle Royale or, what's the, Capture the Point, or what's the, other thing that,
oh my God,
you know, hero shooters do. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't need that shit.
Yeah.
You could just shoot people.
I don't know. I've never been someone who could get into multiplayer centric games like that.
I got into it casually, like, you know, I'd boot it up every so often, but like I wasn't like, you know, competitive. I played Tribes 2, that was fantastic. I love the capture the base style gameplay. Like, you didn't have to be good at the shooting in Tribes 2, you could just be a dick. Because you could destroy the generator so that people couldn't get kitted out. That was fantastic. And also, I would defend the generators by constantly shooting grenades, and then people would try to come in and help defend the generators, but they die too, and they get mad at me. I'm like, I'm just shooting grenades, infinite grenades, and, you know, no one can get in here, so stop. But I want to defend the generator too. Shut up. Or another thing is I'd go in while you're stuck on Blackmore.
Apparently I am.
I would get a motorbike and just go drive around the flag constantly. So they were trying to kill me as a distraction for other people that were actually good at the game to get the flag.
Hmm.
That was very silly.
There's only a few real ways out of East Baltimore. I took the only way available to us. And in time, everyone failed.
Where's Blackmore? Oh, there he is.
I don't know.
He somehow looped around behind me.
He looped it.
You can't win. Not with that game plan.
Grumpy mode. Grumpy mode activate.
Sit your ass down.
You sit the ass down.
Where is Blackmore? Damn it! I ran out of juice.
I'd say one of the games that I'm actually really interested in getting, but I'm not willing to pay full price for, is the Spider-Man games. Those look fantastic.
The new ones?
Yep.
Yeah. I've heard good things.
Mm-hmm. Because I played anime weeb game Attack on Titan, and it felt like Spider-Man, but like, you know, shittier. So now I'm like, there's an actual Spider-Man game, so I can feel like Spider-Man but feel good. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like I know that I'll like this game because I played a game like it but shittier. Sure, Spider-Man doesn't go around stabbing naked giant men, but you know, that's fine.
He can.
He can if he wants to.
Yeah.
I did like that they put a detail though. If you knock someone off a cliff, a webbed like cartridge will blast them onto the nearest surface.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man doesn't kill people, so he it's implied that he like put it on the guy before he like with the punch.
Yeah, saves him at the last moment.
Yeah, I love that. And then I did see someone where it fucked up and like blasted him into the floor, and you know who would have killed him?
Of course.
But yeah, that's great. I love attention to detail like that.
Fucking God.
And now you're this.
Yep. God damn it. Why is this so
You can
hard?
do it. I believe in you.
I just want to end this game.
If I did it on hard, you could do it on easy.
That's the thing. I'm not good at games.
You beat Hitman 2 on hard, and I, considering myself good at games, could not do that other than the first level. I was just like, I'm done. And then I read about the radar on easier difficulty levels, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back to this later.
Yeah. Like Hitman 2 is really not that difficult at all.
I'm like going, trying to get like, you know, all like the not seen stuff while having no radar seems like way too much work for me.
I'm gonna bet I can still silent assassin most of that game.
On hard?
On professional, yeah.
I dare you to try it. And then I'll play it on normal and silent assassin it, but I'm not gonna fucking play hard. I feel like it's borderline broken on hard because they don't start the patrols in a specific spot, so it's kind of like memorizing the level just doesn't really work, and there's no way to really spy on the patrols half the time. You know, you just have to get lucky.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a little difficult if you haven't memorized like everything about the game, but
yeah, I did do it for the first level, so I'm proud of that. It was not the first time that I tried, though. That is for sure.
She wanted to help me get to you, get control of you, and she certainly has done that.
Good. Let's try to keep the Slayer active.
Would you say 2 is the best, one of the best ones, or with the later ones like the semi remake of 1, Contracts? Is it?
My personal favorite is Contracts.
It was sad that it wasn't a complete remake of 1 because then I could have skipped 1. But
you don't need to play 1 at all.
I did play 1 and I enjoyed it. It's just, you know, it was jank.
Right.
I enjoy when I don't have to like go back to jank, you know, with remakes. I actually really like remakes now because there's so many games I haven't gotten to, and remakes really save me from jank.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, sometimes remakes aren't the same.
Yeah, and then I play the original. But like when the remakes are the same, like for example, Klonoa, the PlayStation platformer, that's been remade twice, and it's exactly the same. So I'm okay with that. I'll just play the remakes. I always research my remakes to make sure that they're not like completely different.
Like, oh, it's over. I did it.
And honestly, I like the remakes of Mario 1 on and Lost Levels on the Super Nintendo better than the originals because the physics are better.
You didn't know one thing about the end game.
So,
Should have given up sooner. Admitted
that took 2 hours and 10 minutes.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, I think the world record was like an hour 45 or something like that.
It ain't that bad. If it wasn't for the fact you never want to play this game again,
I fucking, like, if I didn't die a billion times trying to do basic shit, then
you'd be up there.
It'd be alright. I think,
Real software.
yeah. So I really just, I didn't expect this game to give me that much trouble just to get one, just get through one fucking run. So I'm definitely not devoting any more time to this game because I really don't like it.
We're done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you choose actually because you are, you know, the closest thing to a sidekick I can have.
Hell yeah. Give me choices though. Don't just be like choose.
Yeah, no.
Game, right?
I'm not gonna go buy any game you choose. Okay. I could either try out PsyOps.
The PsyOps sounds like it would have a lot of fun speedrun tricks.
Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards PsyOps. That's kind of my main.
Yeah. Fuck the other one. Don't even tell me the other one. Just PsyOps.
I'll do the other one later. I don't give a shit. I'm doing PsyOps next.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome sci-check synergy there. Just fuck the other one. Don't even tell me. Just PsyOps.
Yeah. The other one was Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth.
That one, dude. PsyOps.
Yeah.
You can jump on a box and float around like an idiot. Do it.
Yeah. Like PsyOps has the potential for being a whole lot of fun. And it is just a fun game in general.
You can skip so many things by just upping, you know, on
while you're
standing on things.
Yeah, definitely TK surfing your way through the level is going to be a big thing, I'm sure.
Yes, PsyOps. That. Have you played the other Sidekick game that was on Xbox, but also got a shitty PC port?
Second
Breakdown,
Sight?
I think it's called.
No, Second
Sight. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that and I hated it.
I actually played it through. It was a couple of years ago. I played it through and actually kind of enjoyed it. It's definitely no PsyOps, but it has like a better story.
Its mouse look is really terrible, so that's probably why I didn't like it. It didn't shoot where you were aiming most of the time because it was still thinking it's analog.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah, like The one thing I really like about Second Sight is the way it did sniper rifles.
Ah,
Because like when you aim down the sight in a sniper rifle, instead of like bumping you into that scope vision, instead put the scope vision down like the corner, but kept your third person perspective intact.
nice.
So it was a really neat way to handle it, I thought. But yeah, I'm thinking psyops. That sounds like fun.
Another Xbox game that you should try playing when it's emulatable is the one that I mixed up the name for, Breakdown. It's first
Breakdown, yeah,
person Kung Fu.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's fun.
I actually have the I have that game.
Oh, have you played it?
Nope.
Yeah, I have that feeling. You should try it though. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks fantastic. You can first person vomit at one point, so
Yeah. The one thing I know about that game is from a partial LP I watched.
Mhm.
I don't think they ever finished the LP, but basically, every single time you pick something up, it plays the exact same animation, no matter what it is.
Nice.
Like every single like energy bar you pick up, he picks it up. You see the same little unwrapping animation. Then he takes a bite, and then it's gone. Every single time. Like, and it's the same thing for ammo. Like he'll pick up a gun and bump out the clip, check the ammo, and put it back in. It's so good.
So good. It also ends on a cliffhanger too, which
Yeah,
all good Xbox games should, I guess.
it's tradition of a sort.
Yes, it's tradition. That game, and there was one other game, that was out at the time. Oh, 13 I was thinking of. Did you ever think of speedrunning that?
Ah, I really like 13. I do.
Yeah, it's really good.
Except for the final boss pissed me off a lot when I played it.
I've heard such because I never got to the final boss because I played on a pirate version and they had the best anti-piracy ever.
What's
You
that?
see, at one point it was going to drop a key, but instead it drops a note that says, "Please buy our game," and you can't continue. It was wonderful. I was like, I'm gonna respect this. I don't have the money to buy the game, but I'm gonna respect this and not cheat to the next level. Good John, you guys, for giving me a demo.
Yeah.
They drop a note saying, "Thank you for playing our game. This is basically a demo now for you." I'm like, okay.
See, that's the kind of anti-piracy stuff I like.
Yeah, that is good anti-piracy.
Yeah.
I hate the ones that are like cheeky buggers, like the Batman Arkham Asylum one, where you just can't glide.
Right.
You just think the game's glitching out, and it happened to legitimate owners.
Oh yeah. Or
Yeah.
uh, are you aware of Serious Sam 3? It's
Yep, the Scorpion.
yeah, the
And
immortal
then people
scorpion.
modded it back into the game because it was hilarious, and they wanted to see if they could beat the game with it.
Yeah, it's a good challenge run.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and
Super speed Scorpion.
super speed immortal scorpion that just follows you and pelts you with
Uh,
machine gun fire. Yeah.
And then there's the Alan Wake pirate hat.
Yeah, yeah. Is it a full pirate
I
hat?
love-
I thought that it gave you like an eye patch with a skull and crossbones on it.
It's that too. Full pirate hat though,
Oh,
and
is it?
people actually modded it into the game so that they can play when they're legit copies.
Good, good. That's a costume option I want.
Yes, I love piracy like that. Where it's just like I don't like the piracies that are like screw you over without you noticing. Because then one, people are going to report it as a bug, and
Yeah.
people are going to believe it's from a legitimate copy, and two, um, it doesn't hit right. Like you're not shaming them. You're just being like, like it's happening. You don't know it.
Yeah.
So I did love Earthbound had an anti-piracy thing that, as far as I know, never got triggered because they just cracked it outright. First it would cause the enemies to spawn 10 times as much, so there would be a buttload of enemies all over the place. and then when you got to the end of the game, it would freeze and then erase your save. Just owned.
Wow. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think the worst I've ever seen is Manhunt 1.
Yeah, Manhunt is bullshit, and they didn't fix it because it was all based around that Star Force crap.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Force. Ugh.
Yeah, but hmm. Yeah.
Spyro was pretty bad too because it would randomly delete eggs that you had in your inventory, and you need those to progress. But it wouldn't tell you or anything. It just happened. Well, first it would tell you you're a dirty pirate, and
Which
then it just did
which
things in the
game was
background.
that?
Spyro
Oh,
3,
Spyro.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
catch the
needed
name.
eggs to progress. Yeah, you had to progress with eggs, and they would delete eggs from your inventory, so you couldn't progress after a while,
Hmm.
just randomly. I don't like the sneaky ones; those aren't really fun. You know, I like the anti-piracy things where they just like bluntly go, "You're a naughty boy, stop it."
Yeah.
Then you feel bad rather than like you get mad. I
Okay.
like that.
I'm gonna tell you an anti-piracy story that actually got me to buy the game.
What is it?
It's actually not even like an anti-piracy measure they put in. It's just it was in a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. There was a character you could meet in like the beginning Santa Monica area of the game, and like and she'll tell you like several cryptic clues about the future and what's gonna transpire. But one of the things she says is like it's not where the path of the story leads; it's whether or not you bought it. And I and I had actually pirated the game beforehand. I'm like, you know what? Well played.
Yeah, well played, well played.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, you know what? And then I actually went on Steam and bought it legit.
I love Vampire Masquerade. That is a good game.
It's a very
I do
good
love
game.
that. I do love that it's balanced so well that you could go through the game as a fist wielding Malkavian and still do fine. Because
I mean, until
I don't
the
know why.
end.
Yeah, until the end because you have to do his gun.
Yeah, they went all out on the guns at the end of the game, which is a
They're
shame.
still updating that fan patch to add cut content. Most of it was cut for a reason, but it's a thing. You can opt out of it too,
Yeah,
so that's nice.
yeah. There was a certain time when I was playing that game several times, just trying to see every which way things could play out. And
Did you ever do the secret dancing werewolf?
no, I
You can unlock a giant dancing werewolf by doing some like random things.
huh, I was not aware of this.
Yes, you just turn around a corner and there's a giant dancing werewolf.
Oh, good
Uh-huh.
to know.
Maybe you should do a run, and just like to see this.
I do want to
Good
see
reason to
that.
play it again. I
Yeah.
don't you want to see that. Yeah.